All right, all right, all right, all right. Beautiful people. PA in the building. Ty here, RBG in the building. We're live in Orlando, Florida. What is it's a beautiful 81, 82 degrees outside. Ty here.
Yes, beautiful day out there. Beautiful day in here.
Beautiful day in here. And this weekend, it's a lot of things jumping this weekend. You got the Popka International Jazz Festival happening at the Popka Amphitheater. And then in the heart of the city, you got the Orlando Music Festival bringing in, Fantasia's going to be here. Goody Mob's going to be here. Babyface is going to be here. All-star lineup in the building. And a brother from my neck of the woods.
From the ski?
Will be in the building.
Okay.
From a small town of Baldwin, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Went on to get his medical degree from Wayne State University. And you can catch him on Bravo TV weekly, Merit to Medicine. He now lives in Atlanta, Georgia with his family and his beautiful wife, but he hasn't forgotten where he's from. Ty here. He would also be in town this weekend. We want to welcome to the show Dr. Scott Metcalfe. How you doing, Doc?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it greatly.
Honor, man. So honor to have you on. It's been a heck of a journey for you, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You ever thought that a young kid from a town where just a few thousand people would be on the big screen now in Atlanta living a good life?
Man, a few thousand, that's stretching it too far. We probably 1,000. But no, man. Hey, but guess what? Baldwin prepared me for this. I'll say it that much. It did prepare me for this. So,
So many successful people from your city, man. Like, even though it's a small community, that success ratio is high.
Hey, maybe it's the history. Idlewild, Michigan was founded by, successful Black entrepreneurs that were backed by some businessmen, and they started that, the whole resort thing up in the Garden of Eden up in Michigan.
There you go. That's real talk. The ancestors, Ty here. The ancestors, brother.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So Tell me how did you manage to get on TV? Married to Medicine. How did that start?
Man, you know what? I have a very beautiful wife. I guess that's the easiest way, But and who also
Doc, I think we might have lost you there for a second. I think we lost you there. Uh, uh, Dr. Metcalfe, we're live. Hope we can get his screen back. Hope we can get his screen back. Ty here. Man, he has a excellent show.
Yes.
I don't know what happened. Am
Yeah, I don't know
back?
what happened. Are you there, Doc? We lost you for a second, but that's good. Go ahead, tell
Okay.
me. You was talking about your beautiful wife.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. They don't want us to kick it. They don't want us to be great today.
What channel does the show come on, PA, you know?
I don't know the time, but I know it is on Bravo TV.
Bravo TV.
Yep.
So
And
Paul, if we keep having problems, maybe I should sign on my cell phone. I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting here still and nothing else is going on in my house.
okay, but if it happens again, you got the link, and then you just
On my cell phone, yeah.
on the cell phone, chime back in. We'll keep this conversation going. You're a musician too.
Yeah. I dabble. I do a lot. I'm a writer, so I do a lot of writing. Paul, I've done screenplays. I've done R&B music. I've done rap music, and I just love writing. I love the arts.
Wow. So you're performing this weekend in Orlando. What are you going to be doing?
Hey, believe it or not, Paul, real quick, easy story is my nephew, whose family is also from Baldwin, had moved down to Atlanta after graduating from UC Berkeley, and I had him coming over giving my kids piano lessons. And then one day when he left, I said, "Hey man, I got a couple beats on my computer," and I said, "Would you mind singing this hook for me?" And he brought it back the next day, complete with a hook. And he said, "Oh, now let's see if you can still rap." Because my mom told me you used to rap back when you was in high school. He said, "Why don't you throw some lyrics on here?" And I put some lyrics to it, and the song has kind of been, getting a little buzz.
What?
Yeah. So it's streaming on all platforms. It's Lost by Dr. Scott. Real ezy. Lost, LOST by Dr. Scott, and so it's getting some buzz. And the producer on the show for Orlando Music Fest, he said, "Brother, I got an opportunity for you. Would you mind opening up for Babyface and Fantasia?" And I said, "I ain't scared. So yeah, let's do it."
Wow.
Yeah.
You're rapping. I didn't.
Yeah. I'm rapping and harmonizing a little bit. So it's more rapping than harmonizing, though.
So
I need a few more voice lessons.
So you rapping, singing, writing, and a doctor, and on TV.
That's right.
You're killing it, bro. That's Baldwin, Michigan for you, man. Baldwin.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Wow. Well, it's going to be 89 degrees Saturday.
Ooh, I need to change outfits.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, they're saying it's a good chance we might hit 90 Saturday. But it's going to be packed. Babyface, Fantasia, Goody Mob. It's a bunch of people on the ticket.
Yeah.
Have you performed in front of an audience like this before?
Not at this stage. I've spoken at conferences and been a delegate at conferences with 2,000-3,000 people, maybe, but 10,000 people, screaming on the stage. It's gonna be a new experience, but I'm eagerly looking forward to it.
So who's singing the hook?
Javier Devine.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, man. How do you make a transition from a medical doctor to rapping?
I mean, he's still doing it. He's flipping back.
Hey, if you ask our mutual friends, they would tell you that I was rapping back in high school.
So you've been a rapper.
So they would tell you that I used to turn the pep rallies out back in high school. And it's just something that's been in me. And you know what? It was one of them things like, well, I mean, Paul, y'all know that reality TV is conflict TV and it's drama. And I just said, you know what? Wouldn't it be better to have some entertainment, something a little lighter, as opposed to drama? And that's kind of what the way I took it last year. I was like, I'm gonna be drama free, stress free. I was stressed out for a couple years on reality TV, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a song. You know, it's gonna be better than any. It's gonna be better than any song that any artist on reality TV's ever made. You know, and I'm gonna drop it. And I dropped it, and Andy Cohen had me release it, and Andy Cohen played it and had me perform it at the reunion for Married to Medicine.
Wow, man, that's dope. That's dope. Got an image up there, you and your wife, Contessa. She's a doctor too, Dr. Contessa Metcalfe.
Yep. She's a physician. She's board certified in preventative health and occupational health medicine. So she's much more smarter than I am, man. More degrees, but we do have a practice together here in Atlanta called Chastain Integrative Medicine. Where we take a whole look at the function of the body and the systems, and we stress preventative medicine, primary care.
So that's your expertise, preventive medicine.
Yep, family medicine, preventative medicine. Mm-hmm.
Well, throw us a bone, Doc, man. What should we be doing, man? I know we're going to talk about music and all that. And Tahir, I know you got some questions. What should we be doing as Black folks, man?
Okay, so for Black folks, we need to get the age-appropriate screening. So if you're in your 20s to 30s, there's certain medical screenings you need. 30s to 40s, there's certain medical screening that you need. Over 40, over 50. So we got to know when to screen for prostate. We got to know when to screen for colonoscopies. We got to know to get our annual blood work and labs and cholesterol checked each year. And we also, if you're a smoker, you need that annual chest X-ray, because we want to anything early detection is the key. So that's what screening is for. So you want to take advantage of that one visit that your insurance pays for every year, because they pay for it for a reason. It's saving them some money because it's saving lives. And that would be that preventative medicine maintenance visit.
Wow. If you got a question for Dr. Scott Metcalfe from the show Married to Medicine on Bravo TV, originally from Baldwin, Michigan State University grad, Wayne State University grad, and now living in Atlanta, performing this weekend in Orlando. That's crazy, man. That's great. Do you pinch yourself?
No, man. I just, when people say you a doctor, stay in your lane, I just say I live in Atlanta. It's 8 lanes of traffic. I gotta move. I gotta keep moving.
Like that.
Wow. Go ahead, Tahir.
How you balance it out with your life? You got your wife, you got your marriage, you got your practices, you got music, you got the role. You got all of these things, and you here talking to us right now. I know you got to go right now. What's going on with you? How's the schedule working, bro?
I do have to go take a daughter to ballet, so I do have 3 kids. And I'm surprised no heads have peeked in. I'll be honest. I'm like, only my son is here, and he's laid back and chill. But you know what? It's always God and family first. And then afterwards, you take care of your family with your main source of income, and that's being a physician. Fortunately, my wife and I have our own practice. So like I said, and then I contract with the VA. So I am able to make a pretty decent schedule for myself and get a little bit more time than an average doctor. And then just being involved with my kids. Like I say, I probably wouldn't have jumped back in music had I not had Javier coming over to my house giving my kids piano lessons. So it's really just I try to balance. I think I'm a really good balance at a time. Like I can have 4 things going on at once.
Well, we got an online question. We come back to you, Ty, here. Brenda Burr say, are you and your wife coming back to Bravo?
You know what? We're gonna take a break this year. Bravo is reality TV can be really stressful, and so focusing on us, we're not going to be filming, and they've started filming this year, so we are going to take a break this year.
No, when you guys are doing the reality shows, how much of it is like real, like real life?
A lot. You know what? If you real, there can be somebody else on there that ain't real that may. So it's just over exaggeration of drama. So that's typically what reality TV does. They deal with your real life. They deal with your real problems. Whatever you bring up and talk to them. But you got to realize, they're sitting there filming you for 4 hours, and 4 minutes of that make it to TV. you know, or less. So, so are they going to take the part where you're being nurturing and calm and, the Cosbys, or are they going to take the part where you being frantic and running and, are they going to take the 3 minutes of drama, or are they going to take the 3 hours and 57 minutes of peaceful and calmness?
Well, the drama
What do
part is
people,
what sells, right?
that's what sells. Yeah. Drama sells. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ty.
So as you being having many hats, 8 lanes in Atlanta, what is a give us an example of a challenging day for you?
A challenge. Okay, I can give you the perfect example. Yesterday, my wife is out of town she spoke at a conference, and then the next day she had to go to another medical conference where she's a member, and so my wife is gone. So yesterday it is, wake up 5:30, do some cardio so I can be prepared for this show and won't fall out and break out a wind when I get on stage. 6:30, start getting the kids ready. The kids go to 2 different schools, so drop the first one off at school, come back, take the second ones to the bus stop. But oops, they overslept, so I got to take them to school now and run them to school. Then I went to work, which is to where I contract, and that's about a 40-minute drive. So drove down through Atlanta traffic, stayed there for 4 hours, came back by 3:30, picked up a kid, took one kid to ballet, dropped her off, ran and grabbed the other kid, took him to soccer. So I'm running wild. I need a nanny. And we got back here, I think we ate fast food last night, which I hardly ever do. And got back here about 8:30, and it's time for them to go to bed. That was a rough night. That was rough, because usually me and my wife, we can split the task up typically,
Right,
where it's not that bad. But, when one is gone, it's kind of rough.
Wow. Shout out from your brother, Kenny Nichols of Baldwin Town, from Baldwin.
All right.
Jackie Ray says she need to check out your song, Dr. Scott, and support a former Michigan guy. How can they get your music?
It's streaming on all platforms, and if you have iTunes, you can just put Lost, L-O-S-T, by Dr. Scott, Dr. Scott, and it should pop up. And then there'll probably be 3 more songs that should be available next week.
All right. Question for Dr. Scott. You can type your questions in. Here's another guy from Michigan, from Muskegon. He's down in Atlanta. So yes, reality TV can get catty and messy. When I did Catfish and Love and Hip Hop Miami, they were mainly focused on drama and not the clean parts. Well, so would there ever be a clean, a different type of reality show where it's not messy?
Run's House was on TV for a good 7 years. Tia and Tamara, and I like to say honestly, Married to Medicine is a really good show, a really great opportunity. It gave my wife and I this platform, and every year, Paul, we do something great on the show. We do a medical mission, whether we go to another country and we do some primary care service to another country. We were fortunate enough to participate in the 57th annual March on Washington. 3 years ago, and that was right at the heart of COVID, and that was a beautiful experience, to be there with Dr. King actually, spoke, and to have us up on the platform with Al Sharpton and all the other speakers that were there. So that we do Married to Medicine. I like that separation with Married to Medicine, because they do, they're highlighting already successful people, because we're already, there's a physician in the family, either the husband or the wife, and so it's not it's following the lives of already successful Black people, and it talks about the struggles that we came to get to where we're going. But at the same time, there's always, you got 8 women together, there's always going to be some conflict, period.
Wow. Tahir, I'm coming to you after this question. Last year in an article with People magazine, your wife said that Married to Medicine saved your marriage. Talk about that, if you don't mind.
Well, you know what she said? She said, because you're on TV and you have to be transparent. So, if you are, you can't go through counseling in private and not put the counseling on TV. So, if we're going through counseling, which we were going through marital counseling, there was a component where our counselor had to come in and be filmed with us so that the public could know that, like, hey, if we got issues, are we growing apart? My wife went out of town for 2 years to do to finish a program. So she was commuting back and forth from Meharry, which was in Nashville, which is about 3 hours away. So, it was a lot of adjustments that we were doing, and we needed counseling. So we got the counselor in there, and just being transparent on Married to Medicine is something that helped us.
Wow, that's dope, man. That's good. Go ahead, Ty.
For the last question, we asked our guests this. Give me your top 5 hip hop artists, dead or alive. Top 5. Don't have to be in any order, but we want to know from Dr. Scott what you got going.
Okay, so I got it. I'm more old school, so I'm starting off with Rakim. KRS-One. I'm the biggest LL fan, so I got to put LL in my top 5, and then I'm gonna throw Jay-Z, and for 5th, I got to go DMX, Nas, and Pac. Is that one name?
DMX, Nas, and Pac.
The Nas and Pac.
We'll take that right there. That'll work.
So he out on the East Coast pretty much, right? Except one. You're out on the East Coast. Yeah. So
yeah. I was.
Describe your music then that you're going to be performing here in Orlando.
What you know what? I'm gonna send it to you as well when we finish. But it's got some nice bass to it. It's a vibe, So it's a vibe. It's more. It's a flow, and it's R&B, and it's R&B with harmony. So it's R&B with a nice slow flow of rap and some harmony with the lyrics, both of them.
Man, looking forward to you. Really, big up to Ira. He didn't tell me all this. He didn't tell me you was a rapper. I thought you was gonna be playing jazz or something.
No. Oh no. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be playing like opening up the tie here playing jazz, all that. He didn't tell me that you're gonna be spitting bars, man.
That's right.
Hey man, this white coat coming off. That's all.
It's
coming off, man. It's coming off.
Okay, so can you freestyle? If we ask you to freestyle, and I'm gonna let you think about something, because Ty here, I'm gonna tell you about Ty here. My brother is from the group Dead Prez. He co-wrote It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, Platinum Award winning writer. My homie, Ty here. If I tell him to freestyle right now, he can drop at least 30 seconds without cussing.
He can drop 30 seconds.
Yeah,
okay.
Or a minute. Ty, he can go for 2 minutes without cussing.
I know, but I know Tyre, and I know the Dead Prez. I know the Kalamazoo crew. Because I came and hung with them when they brought Brand Nubian to Kalamazoo probably 10 years ago, maybe.
Kalamazoo.
Me and my brother.
Kalamazoo.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So if he do one, can you do one? You got one in you?
Oh man.
It don't have to be freestyle. It could be from one of yours.
No, we can freestyle. Tell you.
Yeah, mine definitely not to be freestyle. I don't even remember anything.
I know. Yeah, it's got to be a freestyle. That's what I'm saying. I don't, the newest stuff I wrote was kind of mellow and smooth. It's for the grown and sexy hip hop crowd.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking to too.
All right, hey Tahir, you need a second, Tahir? We need a second.
I'll go right now.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, everybody, stop. Everybody drop. We on 98.5 with Dr. Scott. He coming to the O to show us what he do. When he get on the mic, everybody else through. We all gonna pull up. We gonna spend our money. And ain't nothing funny. So I don't cuss, but I keep it real clean. We up in here, and my brother gonna shine and show you what he means.
Okay, Doc.
I appreciate it. If y'all call me out doing something I ain't done in 20 years. I appreciate it, bro. Let's go with All right. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that flow. That intro was slow, but it's ready to go. Doc, I'm sicker than your average. Let me stop. Look, Doc, sicker than your average flow. I'm not your average Joe. I'm never average, no. But when it's time to flow, I guess it's time to go. Tyre and PA, I'm going to flow on your show. But thank you for this invite. I know I might get right. I know I might rhyme tight. But sometimes I got to say, fellas, it's good night. That's it.
Baldwin, Michigan, stand up, man.
Wow. MC, a doctor, a TV star, father, husband, all around black man is standing up all the way. We appreciate you, Dr. Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. And just like my boy Ira, who hooked me up with the Paul, it's an honor. I respect you guys. I appreciate it. You know, we all, coming from the small towns, we do one thing we all do is focus on the community, and we focus on bringing up our youth. So that's a lot of what I do. As far as any motivational speaking, I like to get back and get right in there and talk to our youth, whether it's athletic groups, whether it's academics, just to get in there and get involved with our community. And hopefully this new venture in life that I've jumped on is going to push me up where I can do more.
Send us your music, man. We got you, man. We run quite a few stations. We got you. And I don't know when you come to Orlando, if you get in Friday, let me know. We can go get something to eat. We're volunteering as a jazz festival with Peebo Bryson and my good sisters doing that event. It's unfortunate it's on the same day. But I'm volunteering at that event. So I won't be able to make it out there to watch you perform. But when it's over, whatever you want to do, I'm in town. We can hang, or if you might be on your private jet going back to Atlanta. I don't know.
Well, I believe they're throwing a farewell reception brunch for us, for me at the Bohemian at noon, like a day party / brunch. So
let's do it. I know the manager down there, downtown. I know where you at. Okay, there's a brother. Brother's a manager down there. I got you, Doc. We'll be there, man. So proud of you that you're humble with all your success. We know we've been communicating now for like a month, and you've been patient, and you weren't tripping. Like Ty here, you didn't like. You need to talk to my assistant. No. I just hope that we can take you to Tanzania, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, put me on the next year. Put me on the schedule.
And we can make something.
You go every year. This is an annual thing.
Well, I mean, I go there a lot, but I have a company there, so I talk to you about it.
Okay.
But if we can make something special for you. If you go, we'll make a special celebration with the Maasai village. We make a special celebration with the government. My connections know the ambassador, know the vice president. We'll make something very special when somebody like your caliber goes out there, and then you're gonna have all this nature that you're gonna be blown away about. But we'd love to do that. Yeah. We got some people making comments. Latez Mays in Lexington, Kentucky, say Dr. Contessa is one of my favorites. # married to medicine. Shamika Adams, this is dope. Jackie Ray, awesome guys. Doctor, I'm calling you doctor, but Patricia Rump here in Orlando says she loves the Scots. And thank you. Anything you want to say to the people?
Hey, we thank all you guys for your support on Married to Medicine. We had a great 5-year run. It was awesome. My wife and I we're pushing our preventative medicine. We're trying to get out there and promote to our youth and make this world definitely a better place. Than when we came in. We want to make sure we leave this world a better place, raising our kids and just having fun. We're having a lot of fun, man. We're having a lot of fun. We're being socialites right now, so it's real fun.
That's good, man. All right, thank you. I'll let you get back. I know you was in the office and we broke up. I know you probably got a patient back there waiting on you. So we'll see you this weekend, Doc.
All right, I appreciate it, fellas.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
All right, take care.